銀河鉄道39
Alright, let's continue with Chapter 2 of Volume 11 of Galaxy Express 39. This is a very long chapter of Chapter 2, which is Ko Kyoshi Majo no Tatekoto, which is symphony or symphonic poem, The Witch's Harp or Lyre, Witch's Lyre. So, easier to talk about the planet being actually just kind of poor. Tetsudo got shot. Actually, they both got shot. Somehow just woke up in a hotel and had a whole escapade here with people while they were trying to eat some pretty meager food, but then largely giving their food away to people that seemed to really need it. And so that's where we had kind of paused when suddenly this like go truck pulled up outside. Wah! And that's where we paused. So zoo. Okay, and apparently the truck has lots of fruit on it. Huh? So again, we just witnessed a scene in which people are starving and don't have any food, and Tetsudo is now seeing this. In fact, there's many trucks apparently passing through. Nanda? Shokuryo ga nai wake janai no ka? Okay, so like what is it or what's going on? Food non-existent, reason it isn't, right? So he's like, there's no reason that food shouldn't exist. Watashi tachi ni wa en no nai mono desu. Okay. As for to us, en, not existing thing. What is en here? No. We want ito on the left. There it is. Fate or destiny. Relationship, bond, link. Opportunity or chance. Okay, so a little bit weird, I guess. Oops, that's not what I want. A relationship not existing thing to us, or a fate, destiny, not existing thing to us. So I mean, she's basically saying that isn't destined for us, or that's a thing that has no relation to us. It has no en as for to us. Ja, arewa, well then, as for that thing, or as for that, watashi tachi ga hataraite tsukutta sakumotsu desu. We working and made production items it is, or like sakubutsu, built things, sakumotsu, produce. So it's produce that we worked for and made. Sakumotsu o tsukutte te taberu mono ga nai nante. Making food or making produce and eating things not existing, how could that be? So basically, you've got nothing to eat, but you make food. Like, what's up with that? How could that be? Sakamoto wa Jo'o-sama ni zenbu o-same shimasu. As for produce, to the queen, or to the lady queen, her queenship, all of it, o-same shimasu, I guess, gets delivered. O-same. O-same. O-same shimasu. To dedicate, to make an offering. So the first o there is the polite o prefixture, and we get osame, the noun stem for osameru, to dedicate, to make an offering, and then to do. So we do as an offering all parts to her ladyship, the queen. Jo-sama, again, the ladyship queen. This would normally just be queen. The sama adds just more honor to the name title. Hora, kikoeru desho? See? It's audible, right? Or you can hear it, right? You get some music. Oh. Harp no oto da. It's the sound of a harp. Jo-sama wa higuredoki ni naru to harp o hiite sakumotsu ya ii fugu o motomenasaimasu. Okay. As for the Lady Queen, when it becomes the time of, like, I guess, sunset, higure, yeah, twilight. When it becomes twilight time, the time of twilight, playing the harp and food and clothing, I guess, requesting, desiring. And nasaimasu is a polite way to say to do. So she does requesting of food and clothing, playing the harp when it becomes evening time. And just to confirm that motome means to desire, to wish, to request, demand. Yep. Motome. Okay. Itsugoro kara? Like, since when? For how long? How long has that been happening? Mo 200年も前からだと聞きます. Already, even 200 years from earlier is like the hearing. What I've heard is it's from at least 200 years ago. Anata kikai kajin? You, a machine transformed person? Iie, no. この星の人間は機械の体なんて買えません? No. As for the humans of this planet, machine bodies or whatever, not able to buy. Humans on this planet are unable to buy machine bodies. Or something like a machine body. じゃあ、お父さんやおばあさんの時代から? Well then, father and mother's generation from? Like from your father and mother's generation? Hi, yes. Presumably, she's asking here, like, the story about the queen. You heard about this from your father and mother? From their generation? Yes. Sakumoto wo osame nai to, shimin wa shikei ni narimasu. Produce not offering, if that happens, if not offering or produce happens, as for the inhabitants, the city civilians, it becomes execution. でも、取れる作物とのバランスがあるはず. However, with taken produce, or a balance with taken produce ought to exist. 納める分量はいつ決めたの? The dedication portion amount, the bunryo. As for that, When was it decided? Itsu kimeta. Bunryo, yeah, the amount or quantity is bunryo. So as for the quantity of offering, when decided? 200年前から同じです. It's the same as since 200 years ago. 200年前から since 200 years ago. どうしたんだい、メーテル? What's wrong, メーテル? おかしいわ. It's strange. 女王は機械人間じゃなかったはず. As for the queen, a machine person was not ought to be. So she ought not to have been a machine person, as for the queen. 機械化に反対していた人よ. A person who did opposition of mechanization. Okay. 生身だとすれば生きてるはずが a flesh and blood if doing, or yeah, if having a flesh and blood body, then ought to be being alive, ... So this is kind of implied. If she had a flesh and blood body, then her being alive, ... Okay, we get a big picture here again of the music being played in the distance. あそこに女王が. So the queen over in that place. All right. A car. And I guess this is probably Meiteru and Tetsuro. Oh, okay. A boat, not a car. So those are waves. I was going to say, that was a little weird. Fine taste in classical music. All right. So they're coming up on wherever this queen supposedly is, having gotten a boat. All right, let's zoom in to see what they're saying here. Ansatsu, wait. Yeah, this has got to be Tetsuro. Ansatsu sha mitai na no ga deru korai da yo. Yeah, okay, there's kind of like a pause here. It's to the extent of going out like assassins. 女王の島へ行くなんてやばくないかい? To the island of the queen going or whatever, it's not dangerous? Is it not dangerous going to the island of the queen in the manner of going out like assassins? Zoom, zoom, zoom. 油断しなければ大丈夫よ、哲郎. Yudan is being unprepared. So unprepared, if don't do, will be fine. So if we're not unprepared, or if we are prepared, it'll be fine. We'll be fine. Okay. Some sort of gleam here. I'm sure we'd get the, nice like king sound if this were an anime. All right. Get my fingers out of the way. We'll zoom in and see what they're saying again here now. Yama no teppen ga hikari hajimeta yo meiteru. So the pinnacle or the summit of the mountain, a light began. A light began, or shining began, meiteru. 私たちには、私たちに気がついたよね. To us, noticed appears. So they appear to have noticed us. All right. Again, we get these tall panels. So we get this gleam here. Back to them. Zoom in a little bit on the dialogue again. Oh, this is coming from them. This thing. 警告します。それ以上の接近は許しません。引き返しなさい. Okay, so doing warning or notice. Doing warning or notice. As for approaching more than that, will not allow, will not forgive. Pull out and return. Go back. And then this is kind of like a polite command. Okay? Zoom, 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 zoom. This is them repeating. Keikoku shimasu. Doing warning or report. それ以上の接近はお前たちの死を招きます. A little bit different. More than that, approaching, as for that, your deaths beckoning. You are welcoming or beckoning your deaths, approaching more than that. Meitaru. 引き返した方が the direction of going back. This is 方がいい, which is we should go back. 警告を無視するつもりですか? 愚か者めが. Warning, report, intending to ignore? Are you intending to ignore our warning? Fools! 愚か者め. Oh! Vroom. Dopa. Zoom out a little bit more to get that. There we go. Oh no, Tetsudo. He was unprepared. Up into the air he goes. See his little feet. Gobble. Oh, cool. I love all the sound effects. That's what they're there for. Gobble, gobble. Boku, boku. Oh, that's him blubbering underwater. Meiteru. Hidoi yo. Oborechao yo. Gobble, gobble. Okay, so this is horrible. This is terrible. Oborechao is like, I'm drowning. Yeah, oboreru, to drown. Oborete shimao, I'll drown. So she's like grabbing him. Oh. Okay. We get this. There's his hat way up there. There's Meiteru dragging Tetsudo way down. Interesting. Okay. You just get this scene of like bubbles. Za, 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 za. Oh, okay. And then back on the surface. This appears to be that rock face, so this would be that island. Za. The waves hitting the beach. Shouldn't go all the way in. Hey, we've seen this bird before. Ge, ge. There's Tetsudo. Gi, gi, gi. ここは、大声を出しちゃダメ。センサーがあるわ。Okay, so Meituru appears and she says, as for this place, large voice or shouting, sending out is no good. So don't talk in a loud voice or don't shout. Sensors exist. Did a migrate? We've seen this bird on multiple planets. It has a very distinctive shape. Sometimes it's just in the background. Or Matsumoto just really liked to draw this form of bird. 女王の追跡自動警戒装置は金属物体にだけ反応するらしいの。Okay, so the Queen's vestigial automatic something equipment. Vestigial as in like remaining. Oh no, pursuit tracking. Okay, the Queen's pursuit tracking automatic. Oh, that would be because it's chasing remnants. Okay. Jido Keikai. Oh, vigilance, watch, precaution equipment. So as for the automatic watch out or lookout equipment for tracking of the Queen, as for that equipment, metallic objects only reacting doing it seems. Oh, okay. So like the boat. Now notice she calls it Jido, the automatic equipment. It seems it only reacts to metallic objects. 人間は大丈夫だけど、ほら。As for humans, it's fine. See? Okay, so there's like some of the equipment. Okay, well, there we go. We get another, they're on this island now. Apparently that bird was there just to say, provide a transition. なんだ、中へ入っても石ころばかりの雲の島. A hairless island? Okay. What is this or what is it? Even when enter inside, meaning inside the island, getting on the island, ishikoro, which is just going to be like rocks. Stone rocks only. Only stone rocks of Mufumo. Sterile island. So what is it? Even when we enter inside the island, it's only an island that's desolate and just rocks. Sensor は海岸にしか置いてないから内部は安全よ. Okay, so as for the sensors, because only placed on the shore, as for the interior portions, it's safety or we're fine. 少しくらい騒いでも, even if make an uproar to a little bit. Okay. All right. And this is going to be our pause point here for the getting 2/3 of the way through the story now. So they come upon a big hole. Who doesn't love a big hole? Wow. こりゃなんだ。巨大な井戸だ。A big well in Edo? Yeah. Wow. What is this thing? As for this thing, what is it? It's a giant well. 宮殿の入り口よ. Yeah, thanks, Don. It's the entrance to the castle or the palace. So, 宮殿への入り口よ. Okay. Entrance to the palace of the queen. This is the 2/3 point. Again, this was a very long chapter, so we're splitting it into 3 parts. I think the back half will probably be more like a 40-minute read. Oops. But we will finish that off next time.